Hey, how's it going? How's everybody doing? Today is June 17th, 2026. It is Wednesday. Happy hump day! And it is getting ready to, it's raining a little bit right now. It's not too bad, but later tonight we're supposed to have like a heavy line of storms coming through. They're calling for possible damaging frontline winds, heavy rain, possible hail, which I hope not. If we do have hail, I hope it's like little tiny bits. I've seen the horror story videos on YouTube of these, people getting like softball size hail and just it completely just demolishes their cars. Yeah, and I have street parking, so I'm screwed if we get really heavy hail. Granted, I got insurance, but still, chances are, if it's enough damage, insurance would just want to total the car, and I'm probably not going to find another car, a 2013 Dodge Dart SXT, that only has 60,000 miles on it. So, let's hope we avoid the hail. And then it said possible tornadoes. Of course, we don't want that either, but anyway, none of that. Rain, I don't mind. Thunder, lightning, I don't mind. Winds, ain't that bad. But yeah, no hail, no tornado. I feel for the people that deal with that, especially out there in the true Midwest. Tornado Alley, they deal with that on a regular basis, and yeah, no thanks. Say what you want about Ohio. We have severe weather on occasion, but it pales in comparison to a lot of the places around the country. So, let's hope it stays that way when these storms come through tonight. But we are here, and we're going to do something different. But just to give you all, just to whet your appetite for the next string of videos, which I don't know when they will be uploaded. It probably won't be until like a week from now, or maybe this coming weekend. I'm going to try to get like two done each day. And right now, at the time I'm filming this, I have, I think, 5. So the previous 5 that you've seen before this one, if you watch them all, I basically have them on backlog right now getting ready to upload. So, yeah. But, so that you, whether you're a current subscriber and you come to join the festivities every time a video drops, if you do, thank you. I greatly appreciate it. And some of you know who you are, because I don't know by name. I'm terrible with names. Don't hate me. But when I do see people, especially those that comment, I recognize a couple of names that I see again and again and again. So, I appreciate that. If you're new and you like sports cards, or you're just a generally big geek, because I do a lot of different stuff. Lately, I've been doing a lot of cards, but I'm going to mix that up here shortly and get some other stuff to do. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, and then you will be aware when the next string of videos come out. The next string of videos, in no particular order other than the one we're doing in this video, which if you saw the title, you know which one it is. And what we're doing in this video is something I've never done before. I didn't even know this existed. We have a 2023 Pieces of the Past, the Mobsters collection. You get 4 cards per pack, 8 packs per box, 2 relics per box. Look for relic cards, short printed inserts, and super rare cut autographs. Yeah. So like the relics you can get are like original handwriting. Obviously, like they said, signatures. I think they might even have like pieces of actual clothing. I don't know. I remember reading about it and everything they said, like what they use for relics, but I don't remember that. But on top of that, I'm going to pull everything out. I've got the invoice right here, so I'll just tell you the other stuff that we'll be doing. We got a blaster box of 2025 Topps Signature Class Football. We got another 2025 Topps Chrome Deadpool. Another 2025 Topps Marvel Studios Chrome. And another 2025 Don Russ Football Costco Bundle for your guaranteed the oversized downtown with the possibility of pulling a regular downtown out of the packs too. So, those will all be coming up. But right now, we're going to dive into some mobsters. Now, it isn't all mobsters. They do have like some law enforcement in here too from the day. So obviously, you know, one of the big names from back during that time period was J. Edgar Hoover, who's in charge of the FBI. And of course, you know, everybody knows Elliot Ness, one of the prominent law enforcement figures back in the day. I'm sure there are other ones that I don't remember right offhand. Here we go. So it's promised. I'm not going to say guaranteed. I'm going to say promised 2 relics. I mean, I might have a fit if I pulled like a cut signature. Alright, so we've got, what did it say, 8 packs? Yeah, 8 packs. And you can't really tell, like, which ones. None of them look like really thicker. So, I don't know, like, I have no idea, like, which ones are what. So, I did grab some gloves. Just cheap little, like, vinyl gloves. But I figure, at the very least, that will help to keep fingerprints off of the things. Somebody made a comment on one of my previous videos. It was a video a while ago because I just read it the other day. And like I said, I got like 5 videos before this one that I'm uploading. But they had talked about a particular type of glove that you can get. I'll have to go back and look at it because I don't remember exactly what they called it. But I figured for the time being, these will work. They will serve the function. Alright. See how difficult or easy these packs are to get into. They're not easy. I'll say that they're a little bit more rigid, like foil. They don't open up real easily. Alright. I'll just start a pile down here. Here we go. They're a little bit thicker card. We've got Dean O'Banion. Irish-American bootlegger and leader of the North Side Gang. Gunned down by Al Capone's men. Yeah, because, you know, back then, you had, you know, not only did these organized crime units have to worry about, obviously, law enforcement, but they often got into scuffles with rival parties. Let's put it that way. Next, we have got George Bugs Moran, rival of Al Capone and intended target of the St. Valentine's Day Massacre. Alright, third card. I do like the look of these cards. I like the all black. Joseph Kennedy Sr., wealthy patriarch rumored to have bootlegging connections during Prohibition. Okay, so he probably wasn't like a... You know, like when you keep a, like, you know, what am I trying to say? Your run-of-the-mill mobster. You know, he's, you know, bootlegging. And he probably did it kind of like under the table, or, you know, to where it was more of a rumor rather than fact. Maybe, I don't know. Might be something to look into. Next we have Abe Reles. R-E-L-E-S. He's a hitman turned informant. Alright. I think the only one I actually recognized the name was Bugs Moran. And I think that's because like likenesses, you know, people have played that character in some movies. Alright. Man, why are they so hard to get into? Like they don't want to come apart at the seams. Gotta rip it down the side, I guess. Alright. We've got Joe the Boss Masseria, powerful New York Mafia Don. Okay. Next we have Salvatore Maranzano. I've heard of him before. I'm not going to read the back of all of them. Next, they're kind of hard to get apart. Joseph Barbara, or Barbera. And next, we have Gregory Scarpa Sr. Says he was a Colombo family hitman and longtime FBI informant. Alright. I don't know whether you could pull, like... I mean, it said you could pull short print something. So I'd imagine there's, like, some parallels and stuff in here. Maybe so, and obviously numbered, probably. I would imagine the short print cards are numbered. Oh, I've heard of this one. We have Dutch Schultz. He's been played in movies before. We've got Meyer Lansky. Financial genius of the American Mafia. So he was the bookkeeper, probably, right? Sammy the Bull Gravano. Heard of him? And Frank Collada. He doesn't really look like a mobster, does he? But looks can be deceiving, I guess. Alright. So far, I mean, we haven't gotten any repeats. So I guess that's the plus side. But I haven't really seen anything that what I would look at as being like a parallel or anything. Obviously, we haven't had a relic yet. Oh, I see color. Just talking about parallels, and oh no, this is one of our relics. Alright, let me move that one to the back of the stack. Okay, so I think the relic packs only have, oh no, it's got 4 cards. They just didn't seem any bigger, but the relic card is bigger. We've got oh, okay. Speaking of repeats, right? That's a repeat. That was the very first card I pulled out of the first pack. That Dean O'Banion. We have Henry Methvin. M-E-T-H-V-I-N. Methvin. And we have Joseph, that's a repeat, Joseph Kennedy Sr. And here is our relic. It features, it's got green foil, it's got John F. Kennedy, Robert F. Kennedy, Thomas Dewey, and Joseph D. Pistone. I can't read the fine print, but there it is, and it looks like it's got like it's got pieces of, I mean, it's not like handwriting. You can tell it was like probably like typed or something. Yeah, 4 little pieces, or it's got one like long piece, although it doesn't look like they coincide with each other. So it probably says on the fine print on the back exactly what it is, but I'll have to wait and look at that in better light. That's kind of cool, especially like if I read about what it is. It might make it that much cooler. Alright. Okay, so that was the first relic. I would really like, even if it's not a signature, I would really like to get something that was, you know, like actually like handwritten by somebody. I think that would be really cool. I mean, obviously, a signature is like the holy grail in just about anything, right? To get something signed. I mean, just imagine like if they had like J. Edgar Hoover signatures in here, and not like just reprints, but like actual. I mean, probably not likely since he was like the head of the FBI, but. Alright, looks like these are all just the regular cards here. We've got Charles Lucky Luciano. Everybody's heard of Lucky Luciano. I haven't really seen any like law enforcement yet. Frank Nitti. Al Capone's trusted enforcer. Oh, here we go. Not law enforcement, but, well, technically I guess you could say at one time, because it's the highest level, you know, commander-in-chief. But we have a Richard Nixon. Oh, there we go. Ronald Reagan. He was a good president. Just my personal opinion, and I'm not. I mean, speak from an independent. I voted for Democrats. I voted for Republicans. You know, like I said, I've said this before. I'll say it again. I do this To quote the late, great George Carlin, I have this really moron thing I like to do. It's called thinking. And I might not be a very good American because I like to form my own opinions. I just don't roll over on command. So, you know, just because I vote one way one time doesn't mean that I'm going to always do that. I don't think anybody should. You should actually do some investigation, look into stuff, and see. I have to use a knife to open these, I think, just to get the corners started. But, you know, I thought Reagan was a pretty good president. Alright, we have got Big Jim Colosimo. Chicago boss. And then we've got Ignazio Lupo, aka Lupo the Wolf. Alright, next we got Harry S. Truman. And Dwight D. Eisenhower. So that makes what? 4 presidents cards that we've had. Still waiting our other relic. What will it be? I know they make other sets of stuff like this. I'm going to kind of keep an eye out for them. And if they're reasonably priced, I might try getting some of those other stuff. Oh, there we go. The big man himself, Al Capone. Got Johnny Torrio. Got John F. Kennedy. And Robert F. Kennedy. Alright, last pack. So our other relics should be in here. Is it going to be equal to or better than the first relic? Place your bets. Place your bets. What do you win? You don't win anything, but you place your bets in here. I'm going to guess that the relic is on the bottom, so we're going to flip them around so we look at the regular cards first. I can't see it's got green foil again. Hopefully it's not in like a duplicate of the yellow one. Vincent Mad Dog Call. Get these things apart. Charles E. Johnson. Roger the Terrible Touhy. Roger the Terrible Touhy. Touhy. And the last one we have is it's not handwritten, but we've got Frank Nitti and Sam Giancana. And again, we got pieces of something that was like printed. So I mean, it could be like court documents. I see jury. There's this clerk, deputy clerk, jury commissioner. Alright, so I guess that's a piece of like one of the court documents, probably when they were tried, maybe. Alright, not a signature, but It's alright. I can't read what it says on the back of it. I do need a better light in here. Like a better light, like right above me. But that's where the good old camera on your phone comes in. Right? Because you just snap a picture. Yeah, I know. Makes me look really old, huh? But I want to read what the button says. The artifact items used to produce this card include presidential documents, White House letters, original product labels, stock certificates, original handwriting, time era clothing, invention documents, patent documents, and more. Alright, so it doesn't... It says successors in a Chicago outfit who kept the machine running after Capone. Alright, so it doesn't say exactly what that's from. No, it's not a... I don't think it's a product label. It's not a stock certificate, original handwriting, time era clothing. I don't think it's an invention document or patent document. But it says and more, so like court document could be one of the other ones too. Alright. Well, overall, they're not bad. I'll probably hold on to these. Except for like the duplicates. I guess I could get rid of the duplicates. Yeah. I mean, I was kind of hoping for a little bit better relics, but can't complain. But there we go. All right, I gotta find a good place to put it. Let me move. I'm working on trying to like sleeve stuff up so I can. Well, I was gonna say I was gonna work on it over the weekend, but that one's. Yeah, a lot of these Pokemon cards I'll probably just like throw in a bundle and just sell them. Alright, I don't really have a good place to put stuff. Alright, so for now, I'm going to move them back here. Set them back there. Alright, well there we go. Comment down below, let me know what you thought of the Pieces of the Past Mobster Edition. I thought it was interesting. I want to say I paid like $30 some, maybe $40 for it or something. Did I get that in like monetary value? Probably not. Just based on the relics, I don't know how appealing those would be. Now, if it was like handwritten or like period clothing or something, and even then, I mean, I think it'd make a big difference if it was like period clothing that can kind of look the lineage. Excuse me. So they wore it, but I don't know whether that's what it is or not. Anyway, look out for yourself and everyone around you so you have a much better chance of staying safe and healthy. And until the next time, which I don't know what I'm going to do next. I'll decide when I get to it. Make sure you come back for that. See ya.